and then we are now live, and then I click on cookies accept because else I will not see the chat, and then I will click on this, and then I will go into Discord, and then I will click on the Reis live streams, and then I will click on yes, and then send now, and then I put out the race live stream announcement live yes, and then we can go racing in a little bit.
All right.
Beautiful. Yeah, what a intro.
Nice.
Got my water bottle with me. I hope you're prepared. I have no track map, so I have no I don't know what the tires. Hello, Death Star. First peep to join the. Did you win EARL actually, Death Star? Because I only saw like 1/3 of it.
I think he got P5.
You got P5?
Yeah, but he started like P16, I think, is what he said.
Death Star?
Yeah.
Nah, you started P1, mate.
No,
Are we talking about the same race, or?
I don't think so.
Damn.
Oh.
Damn.
Got P3.
Alright, P3. Still a podium though, but that win was definitely on side, bro. You were clear.
Still a podium.
Still a podium. Gewelden. Still a podium. Hopefully you can get a podium tomorrow as well.
Or you can make way for the other McLaren. Oh no. No, that's the heart.
Come on, Death Star.
Nah, you're better than that.
The pressure got to him. The pressure of.
Go see a therapist. Go see a therapist.
Big Oeverton.
Oeverton.
You need to win tomorrow. You're racing D2 and Div 1? Or Div, I have no clue like what times I only know that Div 5, the thing I drive in, is tomorrow, but I can't drive because I'm having a big watch party with my family to watch the IRL Formula 1.
Abu Dhabi.
Oh yeah, of course. You have fucking multiple leagues. Yeah, of course you gotta win tomorrow. Short quali, sprint race.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. We about to get in this.
Yeah. Drivers are only gonna be able to make about 3 push laps in total for short quali, so we gotta really prioritize their time coming out of the pits here.
How was your quali yesterday?
Shite. I mean, I ended up P7 after quali, so my final lap wasn't bad, but my first one was a 22.3, and I ended up improving a second on my second push lap, which I only got 2 yesterday, but yeah.
Oh, I need to see this picture of Death Star's desk in general.
Yeah, look at his desk pic. Leak the desk pic.
I gotta see this.
Wait, did he actually put it in general?
I think so.
Oh no, it is.
Where? Oh, that's a big ass hole. Holy shit!
But I can't find it.
It's a little bit. If you scroll like.
Oh my god!
To the
he
top.
Put the hammer down on his desk.
Yeah, goddamn.
No mercy. His mom's good. Yeah, I would too.
Yeah. Alright, 18 of 17 still. Got some new drivers. I think Lani. I've never seen Lani before, and
yeah,
there's
they're a new driver for McLaren, so
and
we'll see how they do.
Soviet King also a debut on D2 in the league. So I'm interested on what they're going to do there. Almost everyone is going out.
Yeah, it looks like Flav is leading the way coming out of the pits.
Vlov, and then there's a Red Bull behind of Dread Dude. So let's just keep a little eye on them. I got the telemetry up.
You can follow Flav on the opening lap.
They're really close behind each other. Hopefully, there's about 6 cars in 50 meters. Look at this picture. Oh my god. That is a interesting sight.
That's yeah, they're gonna have to make a little bit of space for each other going into quali or going into their first push lap.
I'll give Emu some thumbnail shots.
Yeah.
There you go, Emu. I think that's about enough.
Get some as well. 1440p.
Damn. Okay, so
Yeah.
I think Vlov is still leading the pack. He's gonna set a first lap, and then we're just gonna keep an eye on him, see what the benchmark is for tonight's quali, and then yeah, it's gonna be good.
Oh.
Almost everyone is on track. We have about 5 people still in the pit lane, as Vlov
Yeah.
is entering the straight, long straight. I think it's about like 2 kilometers. I have no clue how long it is. And we
He
see an
actually took that
Avatari.
exit in fourth, so it might be a little bit touchy coming into turn one. Down into fifth. She rides that corner quite well. Oh no. We already have our first hydrates.
Oh, look at that. Okay. Look at that.
Two for
Oh,
the game.
two for the two.
Oh, and Fop invalidates.
Oh no. Then we're gonna check the other time. I think is that Chocolate behind him? Yeah, it is. Who else is on the lap behind him? I see an Alpine. I mean, it has to be Soviet King because Comac is on the straight. Who else is behind setting a lap? I see a Haas. Is that Tiger Gaming? No, it is not. It's G-Eazy who is
I'm actually gonna
entering.
watch Emu here.
Yeah, there's a lot of drivers here in a small amount of track, and then now G-Eazy entering the most satisfying third corner of, I think, in my opinion, of the calendar this season of HDR.
Yeah,
Hello
I gotta
everyone.
agree with that one.
Hello
Hello,
Tyler.
Tyler.
Hello Devito. I didn't say hi to you yet, but it was good. And now G-Eazy is going to set the benchmark here for. Oh no, it's Idiot actually to set the benchmark. I was a little bit slow. Idiot with a 20.9 and G-Eazy 21.2, and Dredut follows quickly after with a 21.9. But K5 immediately takes provisional pole with a 20.917. It's about 14 thousandths quicker than Idiot.
Gotta watch Emu here. He's coming across the line. Never mind, don't watch Emu.
He is P4 with a 21.2, and Lani, his teammate, slots behind him with a 21.7. Next across the line, it is Comic who puts his Alpine in P3, and the next car to set a lap. Oh, it's Bavish who needs to set a lap yet. Tiger 66 Gamer was the next person to set a lap, and he is cooking. He has a sub 2 minute lap time. Yeah, that is quick, man. Anyways, Soviet King is above his teammates so far in qualifying, his first qualifying session of his career here in HDR. Next up is, I think, yeah, it's next to cross the line. It's a Mercedes, is a Red Bull. Oh no, he's going into the pit lane. Everyone is going into the pit lane. Who else is on the lap? I think Bavish is now as well on the lap. Just got confused a little bit with the track map, but
Bavish and Jundi are on a lap now. I think those are the only two.
oh yeah, I was wrong. Jundi and Bavish. So we'll just keep an eye out on Bavish. He looks pretty quick around quali. So let's see. Last time out in Division 2 in Mexico, he did pretty well in my opinion. So let's just see if he can translate that back into Qatar. Pretty fast flowing track. You have to watch out on the straight because your deploy of ERS can be used quite a lot. So my strategy was to turn off your deploy in sector 3 to have enough deploy for the long straight, because the start finish line is a long way towards you have to drive a lot on the straight, and it's a long way before you hit the finish line. So, and your deploy is getting used just when you exit the corner, the last corner. So that's and your straight line speed will get a little bit damaged from that. But we have more people who are on the lap. I think Emu and Lani are in laps. I mean, because or they have to save ERS like crazy, or they're on an in lap. New are racing in the Mercedes, who invalidated, so he will not sign a lap. Vlov though, he invalidated on his first lap. He gets purple sector 1, so one of the quickest Division 2 drivers here is going purple in sector 1, who hasn't set a lap time, so it's interesting what he is gonna do here in Qatar. And
Actually, we have Excellence, who's on a lap going into Sector 2 now. The on-track race winner from yesterday. It's still being debated between FIA, but not looking like he's going to hold on to P1, but he might do well in quali here. Show us a bit different times. He set to maybe purple Sector 2. It might still be glitched. But
yeah, the purple sector 2 might still be glitched, but we have Vlov, and we have 3 commentator curses: Adiat from F1 Matt, Adiat from DeVito, and Adiat from Twisteri. So I think Adiat is getting pretty hated here by three people, but Vlov goes to P6, while Excellence goes to P4. Great lap from him. Definitely,
nice.
In my opinion, D2 pace. He's doing well so far in D3, but let's just see what he can keep cooking here in Division 2. Everyone has almost set a lap. We have 3 drivers on the outlap. Chocolate.
Actually, Idiot's about to cross the line to go for his push lap, second one of the qualifying session.
Let's just keep an eye out on them, because we got another commentator's curse from Death Star.
That's Stappen.
Oh, yeah. That's Stappen. Oh, I thought that's okay. So let's just see. Adiat, he is probably one of the best. Not probably. He is the best driver here in Division 2. He's gonna absolute cook it in the Williams, and he is going into Sector 2, and he sets not a purple Sector 2, but we're delusional. So he is going purple in Sector 1. He's going into Sector 2 now. I think the most technical part, because it's really difficult to go wide or not have that front end grip. Now this corner is flat out into this fast left-hander, and he does it absolutely beautifully. He is going to be the best. He's going to be the fastest. He is him. He is immortal, and that was a little glitchy, but he goes purple Sector 2. He is going to be going P1 if he stays like this, because he is not far off of K5M5, who sits P1 currently. But it looks quite clean. The Mercedes getting out of the way pretty nicely. Adiat on to the straight now. Gotta get the best exit out of your life. Going across the line now to go P1 by a second. Nah, he goes P1 by about 2/10. And the commentator's curse didn't quite work, because he is cooking at the moment.
Maybe I need to take over for commentator's curse.
Yeah, I'm not really
like
good.
Chat doesn't like yours.
Nah.
Well, let's see who else is coming in. Actually, we have Soviet King that's finishing his outlap. He's about to push. Comic is invalidated. Jody Dunsa outlap.
Jindy Sunday
is
completing a lap to go P9. We have about 3-2 on a push lap now, so who's gonna finish? Oh, it's Jay Morris, who actually is not pushing anymore. He was outside of the track, so he has to go out again, but Chocolate is pushing into in this last corner of Sector 1. I absolutely love Sector 1 on Qatar, because I think it's really flowy. G-Easy, by the way, goes P2, so I think F1 Matt will be quite happy with that.
So you actually see Jay Morris. I think he's finishing an outlap, coming into Sector 3 now with the final 2 corners remaining, as he's going to start his first push lap of the session. Kind of late, only 7 minutes remaining in the session, but you know what? He goes into the pits. Never mind, I lied. That was a waste of tires.
So
well, we could watch New Era, which is New Era Chocolate. Actually, he's coming in to finish his push lap. Be the first one he hasn't invalidated of the session. Keeps it nice and tight on that last corner, and he's pushing to the line. He's gonna set a 121 flat, pushes him to P5.
So last driver who is on track right now to set a time. The two Mercedes boys are currently last place. I see New Era has some troubles with fuel. Can he even finish his lap? That is going to be interesting, but as it stands now, Diamonds will not be happy with this result, but New Era is staying out, so he probably has enough fuel to set a lap time, but it's gonna be difficult for him to crawl back to the pits as his deploy is getting all the way used. So no ERS on the straight. He crosses the line only to go P12 with a 21.6. He can't be happy with that, but it's a sprint weekend, so anything can still happen here. Even if you qualify last place, you can still have the sprint to come back, and then the race to cook. Our top three now is Idiot, G-Eazy, and Soviet King. Actually, on his debut, he is P3 at the moment, and not far off. It's quite close between the top three.
Yep. So it looks like Excellence is now starting his second push lap of the session. Probably going to be his last. But let's see what he can do. If he can improve off of his time of a 121.1, just rounding up a thousandth there, and he invalidates on the first corner.
Yeah, perfect.
Never mind.
Oh, Vlov! There you go!
Provisional P1 with a 120.6.
A 120.6, that is beautiful. That is a beautiful lap. But we still have about 5 minutes. I can't really see because the caution is on my site. We have a Mercedes in Sector 3, I believe that is New Era Racing. Who is he going to start a lap, or is he going back to the pits? Oh yeah, he didn't have fuel.
Ran out of fuel.
Yeah, he didn't have fuel, so he was crawling back to the pits. But we still have about 4 minutes, so everyone still has time to set a lap. But it's going to be busy because everybody is going to go out of the pit lane and searching for a gap to go for a lap and not have any traffic. Everyone is in the pits except for Excellence, who invalidated, so he's probably gonna go out again. Oh wait, he's going into the box because he doesn't have any fuel.
He is going to be able to get back out in time though. Outlaps would normally require about minute 45 to 2 minutes on this track just to conserve and push to get ready for the push lap, but he is going to have to go out very quickly. It's going to be a really quick turnaround for the pit crew here. As we actually see Robot Reaction leading the pack on a push lap here with nothing but clean air in front of him.
Clear air indeed. And he goes
going into Sector 2, 1.5 tenths down from his best.
Looks quite quick around here. I think I think Death Star was the team principal of Aston Martin, so I don't know if he's happy. I mean, I reckon he's not happy with P14 and P15 as Tredut is leaving the session.
I'll send him an invite.
Yes, good stuff. As Robot Reaction now at the final 2 corners here of this beautiful flowy Sector 3, trying to get the best exit that he can into 4th gear to get good traction onto the straight. Let's see if he can go quicker and jump up a few positions across the line. He goes now, and he is fast enough only to jump up 1 position. He goes 4 tenths quicker, but only 1 position gained, and I reckon that is his qualification over. Let's see who is now on a lap. I think Idiot is the first man to start a lap of the front pack, so we'll just keep an eye on him. A potential pole sitter here for tonight, as G-Eazy also is starting his lap, so we'll just keep a lookout on them. Idiot now, he's backing off actually. I think he messed up a few corners, so let's just keep an eye out on G-Eazy now. think he still has enough time. Idiot, I think he has enough time to go out or to stay out for another lap, but he has to go quick because there's only 1.5 minute left. But G-Eazy is not invalidating or messing up his lap. He is still going. I didn't see his first sector split, so we're just gonna have to deal with his second sector split around this flowy left-hander now. Let's see what his second sector split is, if it's quick enough for pole. And he goes purple sector 2, 8/100 quicker, and that will put him P1 as it stands. G-Eazy now is in the final 2 corners, 1 downshift here and up to the final sort of hairpin. It's, I don't want to call it a hairpin, but a fast right-hander to get the good exit that he can across the line. Is he gonna go pole here? G-Eazy in Qatar, he crosses the line now, and he is quick enough for pole with a 20.5. Adiat is gonna start
down from P2.
That is pretty quick. He had a master sector, or third sector actually, because he only went 800 quicker on his.
Lonnie actually improves 1.5 tenths to, or 3.5 tenths to move up to P10. Emo now starting a lap. 3 tenths down currently.
Let's just
Looks like he's gonna move up to P5, the 120.8.
Good stuff from Emu. That is his qualification over, so he will start P5 as it stands. But let's just keep an eye out on Vlov as he goes 1.2 tenths quicker. Also a potential pole sitter as in front of our noses. Is Adiat gonna finish first? Yes, let's just keep an eye out on Adiat then, and then on Vlov. Adiat now on this fast left-hander. Let's see what his second sector split was. I didn't see his first sector split, but we know he's a quick driver. Let's see if he's a TT merchant or just a quick driver overall, as he goes 1.5 tenths quicker in sector 2 on his lap overall. Let's see if his third sector is good enough for pole position. Now coming to the last corner now. Can Idiot get, I think, his first pole of the season? He's going to go across the line now to set a lap time of a 20.6. Can Vlov deny the pole sitter? No, he cannot. That is 0.002 of a second difference. That is insane. And
It looks like we have a spectator request, but both papayas are done with their qualifying, so we can spectate them off of race start.
What about New Era Racing though? He is finishing lap and it's only quick enough for P13. So G-Eazy, F1 man will be very glad with that. G-Eazy is on pole for the sprint. Absolute class. No one could beat him. Idiot couldn't beat him, and Vlov could not beat him. That is, look at that gap. That is 0.002 of a second. That is just crazy. But look who's P4. It's Soviet King on his debut. Absolute cooking so far. He has outqualified his teammate on his first qualifying session here in HDR. So this is interesting. Look, 0.002 of a second. That is unreal. How do you do screenshots again on PC? Like F12, right?
F12, yeah. If you're on Steam, yeah, F12.
Okay, then
I just do the snipping tool.
F12.
It's
Yeah,
so much easier.
Fair enough. I'll just do this, and that's the qualifying captured. It is a shame that Haas got a 50-point reduction. Can you invite Dreadwood again? Or can't we in this?
I've sent him about 14 different invites, so if he hasn't received one,
it's gonna be weird.
Hmm.
Let's see if we can try and invite him once the sprint starts. But yeah, we cannot really invite him like legit now because he is.
Okay, it looks like he got in. All right.
Oh, cool. He got in. Ah, perfect.
Yeah. Oh, it's
Babish.
No,
that's the okay. Well, that's good. There goes another one.
It's gonna be a very poor sprint start from the Aston Martin man.
No formation lap, so we'll get right into the sprint.
By the way, I want to ask chat, how is my mic quality coming in? Is it fine? Because I did some tweaking.
For me, it's good.
Nice. Better than last time?
I mean, pretty much the same. I don't know.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Because last time I was going off of a like a laptop embedded mic. And this time I've actually got like a studio mic.
Okay, KJ said it's good, so it should be fine.
Okay.
Should be fine, mate.
Should be all right.
Yeah. Should be fine. There could be moments that are where I have to mute up Husky, so
Okay.
no. Just so you know.
Yeah, just let me know in advance if you want me to take over.
Yep. As we wait for the D2 drivers to get the green light.
Yeah, it actually looks like they won't be starting earlier
Like
today,
yesterday.
yesterday.
Who did it actually? who did it actually?
Well, I
I
caught
didn't see the
Sour
verdicts.
Tub reading early for the race, but unfortunately my recording software only recorded audio yesterday, so that was amazing.
Sour tub.
Yeah.
I was trying to go to the bathroom, then I heard the ticks, and then I was like, no.
We had a similar thing with me and Tuj in Mexico where one of the reserves readied up and he was like, I really have to use the bathroom. I was like, all right, you got time, and then things started clicking. I was like, wait.
Yeah, I was like walking downstairs because I had my headphones on. I just have like wireless headset, and then I just heard
Yeah.
the ticking. I was like running upstairs. I was just about here for the start.
That wait for me. I've got
Yeah,
little legs.
I got little legs.
Yeah.
Do we know who readied up for the sprint or
No, I
not?
don't think so.
Damn, he's really getting away with that? Damn.
It's a close one. But Tuj did get a list of suspects.
Wait, did he say something to you? Like, oh yeah, I readied up, or like was he quiet? Cause you were probably in call with him, right?
Yeah. Me and him are always in a VC together for the race, but I think it was between 3 different people. Can't quite remember the names, but yeah, it wasn't. It's not a good day whenever you have to ready up early. I like having a couple minutes just to set the controller down and relax.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Massage your fingers for a bit before you have to drive 29 laps around here, where it kills your tire, where anyway you have to save fuel the half of the race.
Yeah. Give your thumbs a break if you're on controller.
Yeah.
But
So
it looks like we might be running up in 2 minutes.
2 minutes at 9 CEST at this perfect. It's about 4 for you? 4 p.m.
2 p.m.
2 p.m. That's weird though. I still it's crazy that time zones. I don't know, like it's dark outside, and then for me and then for you it's like night, like just daytime and stuff. It's fucking weird.
Wait, is it 8 p.m. GBT?
Yeah, it's 8 p.m. BST. I think British Standard Time. I think
I
that's how it's
don't
called.
know.
Oh, Combs karaoke. I have no
Combs
clue
karaoke.
I have no clue what his song is. Can you do it?
Yes. One moment. I have to get the track going. Oh,
But I have no lyrics, KJ. I have no lyrics. Okay. I can put it up on my phone, but I'm scared that like there's no like song. You can only hear me just yap.
yeah. Please hold. Please hold. Technical difficulties.
Yeah, we have 1 minute.
I gotta
We have
find.
1 minute.
Oh, it's on the Hyperdrive channel.
The tequila one? Like, join me
No,
in
his
HDR.
parodies.
And it says, come on and race with me. League racing is my destiny. It said, woo, woo. Come on and race with me or something like that. I only know that.
Hold on, I
I
gotta
only
find
know
it.
that part.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Like, are you gonna sing it?
Sing fact.
Drive
Stay
a
clean.
clean,
Georgie
Korean
and HDR.
HDR.
I
It
say,
says,
come
come
on
on
and
and
race
race
with
with
me.
me.
Racing
Racing
is
is
my
my
destiny.
destiny.
I
She
said,
said,
woo!
woo!
Come
Come
on
on
and
and
race
race
with
with
me.
me. Or something. I don't know what the.
Here we go.
Ow!
You race on every
First
week
naked
and night.
night.
I
I
cross all the visions as every fight. Sometimes in the corners where my feet die.
don't know.
Oh, always and forever.
Forever.
Sure, till no
Oh,
better.
there's lights out.
So
Okay,
take the
we have
better.
lights. We have
Oh,
5 red
really
lights
does it better.
here in Qatar. It's lights out, and away we go for the sprint here in Qatar. Who gets the better start? And this looks like it's gonna be side by side here in turn 1 of G-Easy and Fluff, and Fluff goes down the inside. Adiat quickly follows him around, but G-Easy gets the inside line for turn 2 and he stays into the lead. Adiat is looking really close behind Fluff, trying to take that position. Soviet King closely following behind as well. Still P4 for the Alpine driver. Let's see. Let me get the tires up. Who is on sauce? And it's only Chocolate on sauce, so he will have a difficult time with tire wear. As we see Soviet King down the inside of Adiat. A little bit of wheel banging. Couldn't quite get the move. Still a little bit of contact there behind. He keeps that position. Chocolate is gonna have a great start, but he's gonna get the even worse tire wear, because my mediums in the sprint yesterday was awful. So I think let's just see what the position change. K5M5 starting P8 loses or gains a position, and Comic loses a position. Let's Rubble Direction also is cooking, and J Morris is not cooking, and he is even more not cooking. There might have been contact between him and another driver, because he is in last place as it stands. But now for the
It looks
first
like
time,
he's missing the left part of his wing. Yeah, he's missing a wing here. He's going into pit now. That's gonna be a very bad start to his race.
as Vlov down the inside of G-Easy looking to take that P1 spot down the inside, and they're side by side here in the first corner. Are they going to go side by side in the second corner? And Jay Morris is retiring in the pit lane. He sees no potential more in the sprint race. Vlov is still looking to go P1 of G-Easy, and Vlov is ahead as it stands. G-Easy looking to try and go for that switchback, but couldn't quite get it. G-Easy has to settle down for second. He still has 8 laps to gain that P1 spot, but it's going good for Vlov for now. Adiat still closing behind. Soviet King loses a position to Chocolate because he is on those soft tires, so they will definitely be quicker now, and they will lose tire grip along the way. I'm reckoning like lap 5 or lap 6 they will really start to dying, as we have a beautiful shot here of every car on to turn, or on this little hairpin, fast hairpin action, fast left-hander now into sector 3. Adiat closing, still closing in on G-Easy, still P3 though, so I think the Williams TP still would be happy with that, as Soviet King is the first driver to get a 3-second time penalty this weekend. He exceeded the track limits, and they are killer, especially on this straight. But can G-Easy try and gain that slipstream? Vlov gets the fastest lap. Can G-Easy gain the slipstream to go and try to make a move? Not really. Chocolate really following Adiat from behind. He's definitely quicker on the softs, riding on board with him now. He's gonna try and get the best exit that he can. 2 tenths, 1.5 tenths now, close behind Adiat, looking to go for a dummy. Trying to get a good exit. Adiat makes a mistake, and here goes Chocolate down the inside, but can he make the move stick? Adiat goes wide yet again, and now Chocolate is on the outside, Adiat on the inside. Adiat stays to that position, but now Chocolate is still on the inside. He's burning hella ERS, but he is quicker now. Still side by side. Down this right hand is flat out. Adiat is going wide again as he loses the position of Chocolate. He falls out of the top 3, and Chocolate gains another position on those soft tires. He is cooking, but he is also burning a lot of ERS. So good moves by him, some great racing. Let's see what the tires. I think Chocolate is only on the softs, and J Mormers was, but he DNF'd. that this is
It might
been
look like Emu's going for a move here. Comic close behind. As DRS will be opened on this lap.
DRS
Now it
opened.
is just a massive DRS train going down the straight, so there's not going to be much potential for a move, but it looks like Comic's going down the inside of Emu into turn 1. Comic is ahead into the corner. Now it's all going to be about braking. Is he going to be able to maintain the position as Emu takes the outside line going into turn 2? And in the inside line going into turn 2, it looks like he'll keep the position, so Comic just couldn't quite get it done. Both using a lot of ERS to get the position there, but neither of them wanted to change. Let's see. It looks like G-Eazy's now hot on the trail of Flav.
Riding on
You
board
gotta
with
wonder
him
if
now.
Chocolat is going to run out of tire, as his tire deg has got to be very, very high coming around this track. Most soft runners didn't even make it to 5 laps yesterday, so we will see.
G-Eazy is really close behind Vlov. He has they're on similar ERS levels, so we can see what G-Eazy is he gonna burn on the straight or not. He does have DRS, but so does Chocolate behind, with still those soft tires, so he will still be a little bit quicker, I reckon, in these stages of the sprint, but they will start to die out. I think a little, that's definitely a warning, by the way, for G-Eazy, but the softs from Chocolate will definitely start to wear out in a span of, I think, 2 laps. But now DRS is opened. He is not gonna burn ERS. I think Vlov is burning a little bit of ERS, but G-Eazy still has 10% over or left. I didn't know why I said that, but G-Eazy takes the lead, and look, Chocolate close behind down the inside of Vlov, looking to take that position. Still side by side here to turn 2. Vlov goes a little bit wide, and there's contact, and there's been contact between the Alfa Romeo driver and Chocolate. Idiot says thank you very much, who takes that P3 spot back, but that's definitely gonna hurt Chocolate now that his tire wear is gonna die out as well.
Emo actually made a move going into turn 2, making up a position to Comic there. Now in P5 with Chocolate's used soft tires looking like a sitting duck to these ferocious mediums. Only 4 laps in, the tire deg already has to be past their prime.
Definitely Emu is very looking to take that position as Straydude gets 3-second penalty. Those softs are gonna definitely die out. But Emu does not have ERS, but so does Chocolate. Chocolate does not have ERS as well, and it's still incredibly close between every driver on the track till like P11 still in 1 second. So there's a huge DRS strain. A lot of overtakes are going to get made here on the straight, but this overtake is going to be the most important. Is going to be for P1 again. Vlov in the DRS and the slipstream. He going to go down the inside of G-Eazy, looking to take that P1, and he is ahead of the corner as G-Eazy goes a little bit wide. Idiot is looking to go for a move, but not quite. He thought it was too difficult or too dangerous, so he backed off just a little bit. Look at this beautiful aerial shot of everyone fighting, everyone scrapping for the win, as Comic and Soviet King. I don't know who's quicker, but as your team principal, please do not crash into each other. As Steen, W's in the chat for Steen, or Stein, as subscribed for 4 months now. So that's a huge W. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Massive dub.
Massive W. But now everyone is still incredibly close behind, on board with G-Eazy now, as New Era Racing is tumbling down the order a bit. Look what happened to him. New Era Racing, I think he spun a little bit, and that is one.
Sideways on the track.
That is 1 Mercedes DNF and 1 Mercedes last place. I don't think Diamonds will be happy with that, but it's still the sprint. It is still the sprint, as Idiot and G-Eazy, I think both get 3-second penalties.
Yeah.
Yeah, both 3-second penalties.
Both push each other wide off the track. Both pick up a track limits penalty, which makes it the more the merrier for Chocolate and Emu in P4 and P5, close on the trail behind. Flav has all but conquered P1 position at this point.
G-Eazy is still looking for that P1 spot, but couldn't quite get it yet on the start-finish straight. Idiot still closing behind, so is Chocolate and Emu and Comic. Soviet King and Excellence are battling now. Let's ride on board with Excellence, who overtook Soviet King on his sprint debut. Soviet King looking to go for a dummy. He didn't go for that move, obviously, because it's a fast right-hander, and there goes Soviet King into the wall. Oh my god. That is unfortunate, and that is a virtual safety car. Is he
Yes, that will
DNF?
bring
No,
out the
he is not.
virtual safety car, but it looks like I didn't even see contact when.
No, I think
With
he spun on
Soviet
his
King.
own.
Yeah.
I think he spun on his own, but that is pain in my heart. Pain in my
No,
heart.
not the Alpines. Anyways, we move on to.
Nah,
This will give the drivers behind a little bit of time to recollect their thoughts, as there's only going to be about 2 laps remaining in the session whenever the VSC clears, maybe even less.
That is, and luckily, I'm just keep saying in my head, luckily it's a sprint, luckily it's a sprint, because there's still a big race, still a long race ahead. So let's just keep an eye out. There's green flags are running. Green flags are running again here in Qatar. I hate it that we don't see a virtual safety car like is ending this lap as Soviet King gets a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Stuff you don't like to see. Going right on the straight is not a good strategy. Nah, I don't think so.
I wouldn't say no.
Maybe with suspension damage, where you have to keep your steering wheel like all the way 90 degrees to the right to go straight, but that's something else.
You gotta turn left to go right.
Yeah, literally.
It's the famous Doc Hudson said. Cars meme.
Soviet King tried it again, but look how that turned out. But anyways,
yeah, I don't think that's possible in a Formula car, but
no, not really. But let's just keep an eye out on this pretty much win for Vlov. But G-Eazy wants to win it on track. Vlov is not gonna let that happen.
Looks like Chocolate's actually holding on to his tires. You see Emu starting to drop back now 7/10 behind, fighting with Comic. But he is losing time to Idiot, which is almost out of DRS range of him. Let's see. K5 is actually looking quite pacey into the points now in this Scarlet Ferrari. Into the DRS of excellence, going down the straight, and he's going to make a move here on the outside. Looks like he's ahead going into turn 1. Excellence falls in quite nicely going into turn 1 as well. Not wanting to fight that, but now K5 is into P7. More points picked up as Emu actually lost the position to Comic with only 2 laps remaining of the session.
Yeah, Comic gaining places to start maybe P5 in the sprint. Hopefully he can keep it there. Hopefully, you know, you're from McLaren and I'm from Alpine, so we're kind of battling with each other as well. So let's just hope Comic can keep this position and Emu just falls back and DNS straight into a wall. Okay.
Let's not hope for that. Or we can reverse commentator curse it.
Yeah. Nah.
Excellence. Picks up a 3-second time pin, which will actually effectively push him out of P8 if Tiger can keep within 3 seconds.
He will.
He's not looking quite fast.
Yeah, KJ, you're right. Excellence is doing, or not, Chocolate is doing pretty good on those softs. But let's see on board. Let's just go on board with the lead, shall we? There's only 1 lap remaining as Vlov takes the lead yet again. He has, I think, more ERS, or they're still on the similar ERS levels, but they're still flashing at this point. Idiot is still close behind, and Chocolate is about 5/10 behind that, as New Era Racing gets a 3-second penalty. Those penalties are racking up. There's a lot of them in the sprint, actually, but there's about to be more and more in the race, because this is only 10 laps, and in this race there's 29 laps. So let's just see if Vlov can keep this lead and win it on track. G-Eazy has that long straight that he can use his advantage of, but he has that 3-second penalty, so the win is pretty much of Vlov now, and Soviet King steals that fastest lap. He will unfortunately not get a point of that, because or else he has to end up P8, and he's not. Now for the final time, and exiting Sector 2 and entering Sector 3 in the sprint. this flowy section of the track. Can any driver keep it together for the final time here in the sprint? Those mediums are probably screaming for help. But now there's gonna be one corner left. Can G-Eazy win it on track on that DRS, or can Vlov pull out the gigantic exit on board with G-Eazy now? Can G-Eazy get the win on track? No, he cannot. Vlov wins it on track. Vlov wins the Qatar sprint, and Chocolate will get second because G-Eazy and Adiat's penalty. They will put him P5 and P6. Comic gets a P3 spot and Emu gets P4. So Tushterry kinda was right with him. With Emu is going for P3. He almost got P3. He's only 8/10 clear. K5, good stuff from him. P7. I think he jumped up a few positions. And this has been a pretty entertaining sprint. A lot of clean battles.
A lot of clean battles. A couple of wheel banging every now and then, but no one really got sent into the wall here by someone else. There was one under their own accord, but yeah, it was a very good, very clean battle coming into this sprint race. But your top 3 for the race will be Flav, Chocolate, and Comic, followed closely behind Emu, G-Eazy, Idiot, K5, and Excellence, all racking up points in the sprint race. It's going to be some good battles.
Yeah, get in there, Comic. Get in there, lad. Let's go. Let me screenshot. I was screenshotting the results like for the weekend, but that's, I don't know why I screenshot that. I forgot, apparently. So. But that was a pretty interesting sprint race. Do I also screenshot the with the penalties or like without? Because I have the penalty right here. Should I just do like do this real quick?
Just roll through the penalties.
Yeah, I just did both. I did without the penalties and with the penalties, just in case. Just in case if people ask me, then you know I'm here. You know I'm here.
I'm here.
I'm here. I'm in here.
Yeah, don't worry about the invite thing, KJ. I'm monitoring. That is essentially what we created the C2 position for.
Yeah.
So that way stream is not interrupted by invites.
Let's go, Comic! P3!
Oh my god. We got clipped.
It's did we?
Yeah.
Oh!
Nice.
Oh, we got another one. No. Okay, I'm gonna search one quick before the red lights go out. Hopefully no one readies up so we have time to sing beautiful karaoke by so let's just go
Oh no, we did it again.
let's just see Drive So Hard by Tushterry.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, look. Okay, I got it. Let's go. Okay, is it starting already? Yeah. I don't know if you can hear it, but it doesn't matter. I'll sing. By it's a parody by Jay-Z and I don't know who else, but it's in the title. Drove so hard, other people cannot pass me, but they gotta catch me. Was pole position for like a driver like me. Friends, this is crazy. Y'all no warnings. This shit don't phase me. Fuck. Tire wear, undercut me, I'm not scared. Drive so hard, just switch gears. I don't brake, I just lift here. Drive so, liable. Michael, super quick, no Tyson, no Jordan, Schumacher, but not Mick. Oh, bars! Oh my god, I didn't even. I don't know where I'm at. I'll just wait for this to go past. So hard, baking late too. I know what they won't look up to. If you trade just like a train, you would be going fast up too. Trust how hard I'm graded. I have contract, I evaded. I want bottle, full throttle. I'm the bottle, what they did. It's hard to make behave. You're not gonna win on this day. Only thing you're gonna do is drive to a wall like PK. Drive so hard that the people cannot pass me. I'm insane. I'm insane.
I'm insane.
I'm insane. Drive so hard that people cannot pass me. I'm insane. I'm insane. Yeah, I'm insane. Drive so man, are you getting Paul? I
Oh,
said you have to train even
even
more.
more.
See my results in the time trial
Time trial
mode.
mode.
It'll show why I deserve
Deserve
to
to
have
have
it
it
all.
all.
Bars. Like I didn't even fully, but that Schumacher, but not Mick. That shit went
Insane.
hard, bro. I didn't even fully like
You're
look at
gonna fail.
the lyrics, but that's crazy. What should we do? Which one should we do? Let's just do racing in McLaren, I guess.
Okay. We'll start in sync. Okay.
I don't know. I'm just gonna sing. Oh, tell me what you want, what you really want. Tell me what you want, really want. Tell me what you want, really want. I wanna
I
really wanna
really want it when
HDR.
HDR.
Oh, we
We
all are
are
fast.
fast.
To
To
anyone
anyone that
racing,
we are racing,
prepare to come
prepare to come last.
last. Early training to get better
To get better
time.
time.
We'll practice together, and here we'll be
Be
just
just
fine.
fine.
Tell me what I really
Really,
want.
really
Tell me what you
want.
want,
Tell
I
me what you want, what you
want.
really
Tell
want.
me
So
what you
tell me
want,
what you want,
really want.
what I really want. I'm like
Yeah,
2
you're
seconds
sing among
behind.
friends. It's forever. Championship you wait. If you wanna race McLaren,
Clarence,
you have
you
got
have
to
got
win.
to win.
Oh,
The most
strategy.
strategy.
Best crew in
Best
the
crew in the
pits.
pit.
That, you know how we feel. Strategies and team
Strategies and
chat.
team chat.
Teamwork is
Teamwork is
clear.
clear.
Information.
Racing.
Team orders
Team orders
apply.
apply.
If you're
If
really
you're
faster,
faster,
teammate, let you
teammate let you
by.
by.
I really want it. Let you want. Yo, that shit goes hard, bro.
Oh,
Oh my, I have a headache. Oh,
yeah.
I need to
I'm
get
smiling
water.
from ear to ear.
Oh, Two Stereo
Oh,
says I'm
Diamonds
not
gave us
redeeming
a.
that anymore. Oh my god.
uh, Diamonds gave us a hydrate. He said, "Take a sip and fuck off."
Take a sip and fuck off.
Hey,
Oh my god.
don't stomp on my vibe, man. I'm
Yeah,
vibing.
yeah, we're vibing out here. What you doing? Like, don't
Eating
you have like
cheesy,
a championship
sips
to
and
win?
water.
Oh,
Oh, we got hydrated.
W's in the chat. W's W. I need to, my thing is full, but I don't want to miss the start. That's my problem. Like my hydro flask is empty, but I don't want to miss the start. But I'm really thirsty.
You can go. You still have time. I think
How
we got
much?
2 minutes till restart.
Really? The 2
Yep.
minutes?
Mm.
Oh no, Robot Reaction just said you may ready up right
Ah,
now.
well,
Okay. Well,
never mind.
okay. I will just sit here with a
Well, I could take lap
no
one if you
water.
want to go get it.
Okay, I'm going. You take lap. I'm probably spectating. Wait, I'll just wait. I'll spectate P2, and then you get to. I don't know. Just yap till I get back. Okay.
Professional
Look,
yapper here.
red lights.
5 red lights. Drivers are ready, and away we go. As Flav gets a bit of a dicey start, but he will maintain P1. Going wide, there is a little bit of contact between Chocolate and Comic. Chocolate actually makes the position, as we forgot to change this stuff. Okay, we're good. G-Eazy up into 5th. Not much different from the start. If you ever want to go on a Villanera, these singing clips are ammunition. LMAO. Alright, it looks like Jay Morris is still in the back, but he has made up a position to Jundy Sunday. K5, no, Lonnie up 2 into P9. K5 down 3 into P10. Not a great start from the Ferrari driver. This K5 actually, I think he spun out on track. He is. Scarlet Ferrari's in the gravel and certainly in the mud. Looks like G-Eazy is now hot in the trail, going in down the inside of Emu, but Emu makes a defensive move, covering up the switchback, going into Sector 3 now. The triple right-handers, no lifting required through these. Now ending up sector 3 going into the last corner. Not much of a position change going so far, but Emu's already a second down from the front runners in P1, 2, and 3, as now Babish has DNF'd.
On track!
On track as well.
I believe on track. I can't see anymore. But anyways, I'm back. And Comic is now hunting Chocolate and Vlov down. I think they stayed positions. I think who switched positions? Because I have no clue. Okay, so Soviet King cooking. Jaded cooking. New Era Racing cooking. Robot Reaction not cooking. K5M5 not cooking. And Johnny Sunday also not cooking. And J Morris is quite cooking. And the top 4 stayed the same. Tires. Yeah, sure. I gotta take my breath. Okay, so Lanny is braving it on the softs, and the top 6 is on mediums. That's what I would go for if nobody readied up on the grid. But you know, it's already happened. But it doesn't really matter. Comic is chasing Chocolate and Vlov, and Chocolate is incredibly close behind Vlov now. Let's just see lap data. He's incredibly close. And let's see, DRS is not activated, so he has to deal with the slipstream. As Emu is losing time, he's already 1.3 behind of Emu, or behind of Comic. As Idiot is the first driver to get a 3-second penalty into the race. Here goes Chocolate, and Vlov goes defensive, but that's a very, very late move, and that looked quite scary. Comic is looking to gain time. I have no clue if Chocolate broke his wing, but that was a very late move in my opinion from Vlov. I don't know what was happening there. Okay, we see an onboard of him, of Chocolate. Does he have wing damage? He doesn't have visual wing damage. It could be slight dark green. It's definitely not orange. But that he came away lucky with that, because that was a scary move. As we have a yellow sector flag, and that is Soviet King, and he spun. What happened to him? Could be contact. I'm not sure. He doesn't have damage, as I can see. No front end plate damage, but that will tumble him back all the way to last on the grid, and that will hurt my heart. One driver doing good and one driver doing not so good. Soviet King P6 and Comic P3, but let's just keep an eye out on this battle again. Chocolate is again extremely close to Vlov. Can Chocolate get that P1 spot? DRS is activated. New Era Racing penalty, and he loses positions. A lot of things happening at once. Could there be contact? I'm not sure, but here goes Chocolate onto the straight. Can he try and get the position here? As Comic goes 3 wide. There goes Comic down the inside. Can he make this move stick? This is an incredible battle. He cannot really make that move stick. Vlov wanting to go down the inside, but Comic is braving. Comic is brave. He's going 3 wide into turn 1 and gained 1 position. Chocolate got the lead, but Vlov is losing 2 positions. That is very unfortunate for him. Now, G-Easy and Emu and Idiot has picked up pace and now is caught up to the back of the pack, and Excellence is still 1.5 behind Idiot. I think he's playing the team game, or he has a massive skill issue. I'm not sure, but this is, for now, it's a 5-way battle for the lead here on lap 4. There's still a lot of laps left to go, so this is quite the exciting race. Comic is cooking on P2, Chocolate is cooking on P1, and Emu is looking to cook on G-Easy in a little bit. But Idiot is also very close behind Emu, so this is very close battles here in Qatar. Really exciting stuff. I don't know, Husky, do you have anything to add?
Well, it looks like Emo might have fallen back a little bit on the initial start, but since he's been overtaken by G-Easy, he's actually made good time to keep with P4. Those mediums will be able to hold on for a good 12 to 15 laps, but who knows? They might actually last even longer if you could stay behind and stay in the slipstream of the cars in front, as it actually looks like Idiot's pushing for position here. Emu stays on the outside of turn 1, but I don't think he's going to be able to gain the position, as there is a slight bit of contact.
Yep, yep, that is contact. I legit just saw it. Emu tagged the back of Idiot just a little bit, and that will tumble Idiot just a little bit down the order. I don't know if Emu has damage, but that will hurt the race of Idiot just a little bit, not by much, because if it did, then Idiot would be in a wall and last place. So he came out of that pretty unscathed, but still pretty dangerous. I'm not sure if we're gonna see that back in the D2 incidents.
I think we might see that in the D2 incidents. It looks like Emu might have just missed his braking marker and went straight on into the turning point of Idiot. But now he actually has to make up time to get back within the DRS zone of G-Eazy in front. Not an immediate threat. Excellence is behind in closing, 3/10, but Emu is very good with these defensive moves here in Qatar. He's actually gaining or losing Excellence behind, as he's now gone on to 4/10. Is he's in DRS range, so it doesn't look like there's going to be a move possibility from Excellence here. Excellence is looking to the inside. He will take the inside line. Does he have the corner? He's not ahead, so they're going wheel to wheel. Excellence maintains the inside line, goes into the outside line, and he actually maintains the position. Good overtake by Excellence there. Not much contact going into the first two corners, but there will be position changes. Emu's now fallen 2 places down the order since the start.
That is.
So is there any other battles going on?
There's a huge battle for top 4, and now Comic almost overtook Chocolate on the straight, and he will probably, if he stays like this, will overtake Chocolate on the straight. Now he was incredibly close. He was lifting just a little bit. He was staying in 7th gear. I saw. I thought he would put off guard, but Chocolate in front, because Chocolate was just moving just a little bit to the inside line, and Comic didn't really know what to do. But Vlov and G-Eazy is closing and closing. It's still in between a second, and Vlov is 8/10, so Vlov will has to defend more than attack on Comic. But now on the straight, trying to get the best exit, Dredude gets a 3-second penalty, a little bit oversteer for Comic. He has 5/10s down. Can he possibly make a move on Chocolate? They're both on similar ERS levels, but in the DRS, in the slipstream, not using any ERS. Is Comic gonna go for it? No, he is not. He's gonna settle behind Chocolate for another lap, but that was getting extremely close. And Jundy Sunday had the assignment to hold K5 up.
Well, he's doing it pretty well.
Yeah, he's doing it pretty well.
Never
Goddamn.
mind.
Oh, never mind.
Lap 7, K5 actually overtakes Jundy.
Well, that didn't took quite a long time. That was the
Maybe
same
these
with
hard-runners are going for a one-stop.
that was the same with the IRL Qatar in 2021. They told Ocon to defend like a lion, but he didn't quite defend like a lion, and he only held up, I'm not sure who, but he held up driver up for like 1 lap. So that was, yeah, I got memories from that in this as well.
Unlucky SD.
Unlucky, but now Comic is losing time,
Unlucky.
almost in that 1 second gap. I don't like to see that, so come on Comic, put the foot down the throttle just a little bit, not too much, or you're oversteer into the wall, like Soviet King did, and not quite happy, but still, they're still alive, still going. 7/10s. Vlov is losing time. He was just about in that 1 second gap. Thought he lost it. Thought he lost a lot of time. Maybe a little bit of a mistake. But Comic gets the DRS now to get a little bit closer to Chocolate, but not close enough to make a move.
Emu actually making a straight, diving down the inside of Excellence here to turn 1. Excellence maintains the position though.
Ooh, switchbackaroo from Emu.
With the ERS, he now has the optimal racing line for these corners. Sticking to the outside. They're going to be side by side through this entire section. Emu still looks a little bit ahead, as he actually retakes his position of P5 in the race. But now that fighting has costed them 2.5 seconds to G-Eazy.
That is really close. Excellence wanting to go for a little switcheroo onto the hairpin, but didn't quite get it. Emu got better traction, but this is a lovely battle between a D3 driver and a D2 driver, so we love to see it. Williams doing pretty good. They're the only 2 teams. Oh no, Haas and McLaren are the only two teams, like actual two drivers in the top 10. And
yeah, Lonnie's made up quite a few positions
yeah.
coming into the first opening 8 laps of these Grand Prix, but his softs are got to be falling off by now. They're already 7 laps old. We saw that the mediums even had 55% tire wear on 10 laps, so we got to only hope for the worst with Lonnie having 7 lap old softs, actually 8 lap old softs now. They're got to be up there in like 60-70%. Hopefully not getting a puncture here, but he is going to have to pit soon in order to make the strategy work. And the question is he going to go for the 1-stop on hards or 2-stop mediums to softs? Or vice versa as well.
Very interesting. And while you said it, Excellence got the move done on Emu, so Excellence is back into P5 as Idiot gets another penalty. I think he's on 9 seconds. Bro is pulling a F1 mad.
You know, Excellence and Emu might actually be working together. They've closed a 2.5-second gap to G-Eazy to only 2 seconds in the last lap.
Yeah, that is
So it'd be
pretty
smart
good,
for them to invert on DRS straights and make up a little bit of time to the front runners because they are still quite close. G-Eazy is falling behind the pack a little bit. 1.8 seconds separating himself and Flav in P3. Now down to 1.8 seconds between P5 and P4.
Yeah, they could be working together. As you said, overtaking each other on the straight with the DRS, not losing that much time, and then not fighting to lose any more time. But that's pretty clever could be pretty clever from them as they have gained another 3 tenths. But Comic is incredibly close on board with it, and now down the inside of Chocolate. Can he make this move stick into the braking zone? They're almost side by side together. Chocolate is holding on. Chocolate is holding on from the inside. Can Comic make the move on the outside on board with him? He gets pushed wide just a little bit, still side by side in these two very fast right-handers. Is everything gonna be okay? Please let everything be okay. And Comic backs off. He doesn't take the risk. And Comic has to settle for P2 this lap once again. But now Vlov has gained a lot of time in that little scrap that they had. And he is now in that 3/10 range of Comic. So at this point Vlov might try to overtake Comic, and he will lose a position while he's trying to gain a position. So this could be pretty good for Vlov as New Era Racing is retired. New Era Racing has retired, and that is that's a safety car, full safety car here. And that is safety.
Certainly in the wall. Yeah, it looks like he just had a moment of oversteer. His rears gave out, and he pushed it into the wall coming into sector 2.
I have to try and avoid bias.
Yeah. But it is actually the optimal time for these medium runners to pit. The soft runners are going to be loving life here now, getting the most out of their tires. Lonnie's actually been ahead on the pit stops, but he won't be able to get ahead. Safety cars all but messed his strategy up. He will restart the race in P14 as the rest of the runners come out of the pit lane. He's not going to have enough time to make up any positions here. But looks like everyone else is going on to hards for a longer stint instead of onto soft, so it looks like we might be going for a 1-stop here for most of the grid.
I'm sorry, what does bias mean? What do you mean I have to what do you mean I have to avoid bias? Like, what is bias?
Favoring like a team or a driver.
Come on now. Okay, I'll try, but it's my boy. Okay, I'll try.
It's my boy.
It's my guy, bro. Okay, I'll try. I'll keep it in. But oh, okay, that was contact. Does he have wing damage? I don't think so. Okay, now you're roasting me, KJ. Shut up, okay? Okay, just shut up. But K5 is not pitting.
Wants you to have bias towards flop.
Nah, bruh.
K5 didn't pit. He's on 10-lap old hards.
Yeah, he's not.
They might still have some life left in him, but not much.
No, if he pits now, he's gonna be at the end of the pack, and he is a sitting duck at this point.
Move. He's gonna have nothing on these new hard runners behind him. Jay Morris actually made up a few positions in the safety car restart with P9 now, coming off of P17.
Let's see.
Looking to make up some points from the abysmal sprint from Mercedes
Yeah.
in the mud. But
Yeah. J-Dude is pitting on the soft, so is Robot Reaction. Interesting. I think the safety car will be out for one more lap because Sunday still needs to
still needs to
catch
catch
the
the
gap.
rest of the grid, yeah.
And K5 wants to do a one stop. Yeah, I know, but if K5 stops now, he will be behind with like 20 seconds because this is a long ass pit lane. And Excellence, I think he has damage. What happened to him? Excellence? He might have damage because he is going into the pits while he pitted already. So he will be behind by a lot of seconds. Does he have enough time to catch up? Probably, but that's really interesting.
Verbatim from K5 in the D2 chat, I may have crapped up big time, not choosing to pit under the safety car, now on 11 lap old hards going into the safety car restart, but there's going to be another lap because of Excellence pitting for softs.
Why is he... Okay, that's a very interesting strategy. He already pitted on 2 new hards. Why did he pit on the softs? I mean, he had a 5-second penalty which he served during the pit stop, but yeah, he's getting rid of his penalty. Yeah, good shout, but now he has to gain a crap lot of time to yeah, he did serve it. He was standing still for quite a bit in the pit lane, in the box. So and his penalty is gone now. So I'm pretty sure you can serve penalties. I don't think you can serve drive-through penalties during.
You can't serve a drive-through penalty
no,
that
but like a normal 5-second
under
penalty.
the current safety car, like during the same safety car.
Yeah, but like a normal 5 seconds.
Well, yeah, just like a normal 5-second, like speeding in the pit lane or something like that.
He might have sped during the pit lane, so.
Maybe.
That's why he had to pit again. But safety cars in this lap. Safety car in this lap. Safety car in this lap. Slow button off. We are ready to go racing. Here in Qatar, K5 with those old mediums. Looking to try and survive at this point because this is very difficult. It's gonna be very difficult for him to keep his position. As Chocolate is J Morris 5-second penalty. He is scrapping with Tiger66 Gamer. As Comic is slowly but surely, as Emu get into the pit lane,
Emu
might
had
have
to go
damage.
into the pits because he had a moment with G-Eazy, I believe.
Oh, look at that restart though. Chocolate has a master restart and Comic says thank you very much. He cannot overtake on the start finish line, but he can overtake right now down the inside of K5, who's practically is a walking or driving sitting duck. That's not a good sentence, but that's not grammarly correct. But that doesn't even matter because I don't care. Comic and Fluff and G-Eazy and Dreadhood overtook K5, and K5 is gonna be a sitting duck at this point. He is 10 lap old tires. He is going to be super slow at this point, and Tiger Gamer is really close behind, diving down wanting to dive down the inside, and he does dive down the inside. I didn't think he would get it, as J Morris behind as well, looking to take that position of K5M5 around the outside, and he sticks it. Ooh, he might get a penalty there.
Goes off track there a bit.
Might get a penalty there. Almost contact between this fast right-hander as Lani goes down the inside again. And K5 is tumbling. K5 is tumbling down the order. And if you were Stein, that it is not a sight you want to see. But this is his strategy, so he has to make it work now. Chocolate has a big chance to win. Yes, he does. But he only has a 4/10 gap. Right now between him and Chocolate, but look at that ERS usage. Comic used a lot of ERS. 50% of ERS. Oh wow, excuse me, 50%.
We gotta hydrate from Tyler.
Oh, thank you very much. I'll just quickly drink.
I'm almost done with bottle number 1.
I'm done. I'm already. I just filled up bottle number 2.
Jesus.
Oh my god.
All right.
Okay, back to racing. G-Eazy incredibly close behind Vlov. On board with him now in this hairpin, very tricky. Gotta get a good exit, good traction. He has 50% ERS, which on this track as well you can lose a lot of ERS just by not using it as well. Like my ERS was depleting a lot while I wasn't using it. So that's just this track being this track, I guess. But let's just see. The DRS is DRS activated yet? I didn't quite see the notification on it. Do you know?
Be activated this lap.
This lap. So people or drivers get to use DRS this lap or next lap. Cause
Yep.
Okay. So next lap. Next lap, driver will be able to use DRS. But look at this.
K5 finally in the pits.
K5M5 is pitting to get rid of those old hards. Dreadut trying to go for a move on G-Eazy. Couldn't quite get the speed down into turn 1. But look at this little scrap. G-Eazy is really gaining on Vlov. Vlov is being pretty slow at this point. I'm not sure what's going on with him. As G-Eazy is incredibly close, bumping him just a little bit. You can't make a move really around here. Hazimu takes the fastest lap. Oh, that's beautiful. 1:23.333. That's a beautiful time. That's a beautiful time.
It's a D4 quali lap.
Yeah.
D4 pole.
D6. Like what?
D6 pole.
D6 pole, bro. Let's go. As the gaps keep staying at the same. But we get to use DRS this lap, so that's gonna change a lot. That's gonna, especially for Comic, if he gains just a little bit of time to Chocolate. But Comic is also burning a lot of ERS compared to Chocolate, who is on 56, and Comic is on 30%. So I'm not sure if this is gonna help him later on in the race.
Toys.
But now DRS is activated. I'm not sure if he's close enough. Dreadut, I'm not sure what happened to him, and he's in a wall. What has happened to him?
In DNF, but
that is that was a. I'm not sure what. Okay, we keep going. We keep going. The Haas are P4 and P5. F1 Matt would be glad to see this if they stay like this. G-Eazy was on pole, but he's now P4. I'm not sure. That was a weird crash. I only saw his perspective while he was in front and not, behind him, so I couldn't see you quite hit him. That was a pretty weird crash. Excellence getting a penalty, exceeding the track limits, and I must say the top 4 has been the cleanest. I mean, top 5 has been the cleanest this race yet, because they all have 0 penalties, but they could be on 2 warnings, maybe on 1 warning. You never know. But now they're still really close behind. Jay Morris is catching them pretty quick as well, so it is a six-way battle, practically for the win. I mean, if Jay Morris wants to win this, he has to gain massive time, so he's gonna have a lot of work to do. But now onto the straight, Comic is 5-6 tenths down onto Chocolate. Can Comic try and make a move? He is burning hella. Comic is going for the move on Chocolate down the inside, and there you go. Comic into P1. Chocolate is gonna try and defend that. On board with him now into turn 2. Yeah, Comic is in front. Comic is now in P1 bit. He gets a 3-second penalty. Chocolate wanting to make a move again. He is burning down this fast right-hander. Comic is backed out. He's trying to go for a switchback, I think, but didn't quite work. Comic is back into P2 and Chocolate is back into the lead. That was a weird battle, but it's still not done because they're still very close to each other. Vlov didn't quite gain time from that either because he's still 6 tenths behind Comic. So this is pretty interesting to see.
if you look a little bit farther down the packing order, you can see from P8 or I guess basically P7 up until P11. There's a 5-way battle going on here for P7. They're all within 3 seconds of each other, or maybe even less, 2 seconds. Yeah, 2 seconds within each other, and they're all fighting. Excellent's actually looking to extend the gap a little bit, but he's only on 5-lap-old softs, so those are going to be falling off pretty soon. He's going to have to stop again. Lonnie close behind, but he did unfortunately pick up a 3-second track limit penalty going in the last lap, as he actually has a moment there on the exit of the last corner going onto the DRS straight. But he is 9 tenths away and actually losing time. But Jay Morris looks like he actually picked up a position to Tiger Gamer that actually puts him into P5. That 5-second penalty that he got for a major collision under safety car will be under review, most definitely. But yeah, looks like Lonnie's maybe falling down the packing order. He only stopped 1 lap before the safety car, and you could already see the difference in tire wear between himself and the others around him. Excellence managed to make up a atrocious pit stop off of the safety car restart, now into P8. Emu on the similar strategy, but on soft, still in P14 with 7 seconds to make up. He started at 20, actually it was like 14 seconds between himself and the car in front, so he's made up quite a bit of time here. Looking like Dre Dude and Jundy in the back are still fighting. Dre Dude on 7-lap-old softs and Jundy on 9-lap-old mediums, both with a track limits penalty. But it looks like Jundy has 2 more track limits penalties to him, so it's basically out of the points at this point. But we will look on as Robot Reaction's the only one within this pack to not pick up a penalty yet, so he's still looking great as far as finishing race time will go with no penalties. Yeah, pack's 4 deep going into the lap 20. Idiot actually pitting now off of those 9-lap. No, it was Excellence that was pitting off of those 6-lap-old hards, or softs, excuse me. Going for a shorter stint back onto the hards, as he will be effectively fighting for P15 with K5M5. He won't have to make another pit stop though, so that is a plus.
Yeah, it's quite difficult for Excellence. He has to gain a lot of time and have a huge undercut. I think best finishing position probably in the points, but it's gonna be pretty difficult. He has to do a lot of work. But as you said, there's a lot of little battles going on. Actually, huge battles going on. There's top 1 to P1 to P6 is the battle for the win, and P7 to P11, I thought you said, or P10 now, is a battle for P7. So there's big battles going on all around the track. We have Jundy, Sunday, and Dredude still battling behind each other as well. Onto the straight now, Tiger Gamer is incredibly close on J Morris. Can he try possibly make a move around him? In the slipstream, he has used all his ERS, so he has no ERS to play with. Down the inside, he's not quite slower. I think he has higher wings for those big downforce moments, as K5M5 gets his first penalty of the race. But the top 3 and top 4 couldn't quite change position, so it stays where it is, and it's a DRS train at this point. They might all be saving ERS. Top 2 is Vlov is big chilling from behind, saving ERS, and we got a little bit close to Comic there. I'm not sure what happened. He got incredibly close. Maybe Comic braked earlier or got on the throttle very later than Vlov would have expected, but no damage for the both of them. So luckily they came out of that without damage, and it stays where it is. I think Soviet King is not really gaining time on Tiger's Gamer as well, still on that 4.5 second gap, but with that 6-second penalty, and as you said, Husky as well. That 5 seconds of J Morris will probably be looked at on because it was under safety car conditions, as Tiger Gamer gets a 3-second penalty, which could be crucial for a good position for him, but as it stands, he will still finish P6. On to the straight we go now for the 20th time. There's only 8 laps remaining of the Qatar Grand Prix. only 4 drivers have the cleanest race of the rest who do not have penalties. Chocolate, Vlov, and G-Easy, and Robot Reaction. But this aerial shot is beautiful from all the cars battling, looking to take the lead. Comic 510s. They're all in the 510s region. Ish, as Vlov gets into the 410s now, and G-Easy in the 310s. So it's incredibly close. It's all about the good exit or the ERS usage, which Comic and Chocolate does not quite have. Vlov is big brain playing this right now, so he could be a potential winner on ERS, because he is going to be so quick on the straight as Idiot gets another 3-second penalty. He's equaled with F1 Mad. Can he break the record for the most penalties in a weekend? I guess we gotta see. But still, in this Sector 3, let's hope not everyone goes wide and have a clean race down into the last corner. Can someone get the best exit of their lives and try and gain a position here onto the straight? Looks like Vlov is incredibly close. Vlov is burning his ERS. Vlov is burning his ERS. Comic go defensive. Down the outside goes Comic. Or goes Vlov actually. Comic on the inside. Can this go clean, or is there gonna be contact? Comic still down the outside, or around the outside. Vlov down the inside. Can Vlov get this position? Yes, he can. A beautiful move from Vlov here. Comic loses a position, goes down to P3, and Vlov goes down to P2. Beautiful move, but Vlov loses all his ERS. He is now on 19% while he had 50%. So his overtake cost him 50% ERS. So he has to save up incredibly a lot right now to try and get that ERS advantage on Chocolate. Chocolate is on 14%. And Comic has to just try and create a 3-second gap. Now, as it stands, he will finish on track. He will finish 3rd, and on in-game penalties he will probably finish 4th because of the penalties of Jay Morris and Tiger 6's Tiger Gamer. But I reckon the Jay Morris penalty would be looked at under safety car.
Right, but you got to think that Jay Morris still has 7 laps to go until the end of the race, which is going to compromise his tires quite a bit. I don't think he's going to be able to rein in a podium this race, but it will be a ferocious comeback drive from his abysmal sprint race and qualifying as well.
Jay Morris is on those 12 laps mediums, so they will probably get murdered at this point. I think the hards still are, not good, but still better than the mediums. The mediums are going to be terrible at this stage of the race, as Robot Reaction tumbling down the order a bit. I think he is... Oh no, wait, it was Idiot and K5M5. I think, yeah, they're pitting on fresh sauce. Could be going for the fastest lap, as Jundy Sunday is also on 0 lap old softs, as Emu takes the fastest lap yet again at 23.2. So he will hold on to that fastest lap for now. Maybe for now, but Idiot and K5M5 are both quick drivers, and they are pitted on the fresh softs as well. So let's see if one of those 2 drivers can take the fastest lap, as Comic is losing time to Vlov now, but outside of the 1 second. Can he get the DRS for the straight, as we see Chocolate into the pit lane, G-Easy also in the pit lane, and Jay Morris as well. They're all going into the pit lane. Are they stopping for softs? This could be crucial for the win. This could be crucial for a podium, or could be crucial for a good ending position race, as Comic looking to go down the inside on Vlov. I'm kind of... I don't know how to react to this. Like, they're pitting right now, but...
I thought those hards would be able to make it till the end of the race, but I'm guessing drivers thought different. So they're going to pit for new softs here to finish out their stint, which will effectively make it a 3-stop strategy for everyone on the grid. The driver that actually makes it out like a bandit here would be Excellence in P7 with those 6-lap old... Actually, P6 now. With those 6-lap old hards, making up quite a few positions. He's going to have a massive advantage in strategy over the four runners in front of him, but he will probably lose quite a bit of time to the soft runners that just pit. Chocolate making out like a bandit, but he still has 14 seconds to make up within the next 5 laps. I think he effectively threw away his race win here.
Yeah, Chocolate has to gain plus my like he has to gain about 5.5 seconds each lap and overtake everyone to get that win. So if the tires from Vlov and oh, they're pitting! They're both pitting! Vlov and Comic are both pitting. Our Tiger stays out. Soviet King, is he going to go into the pit lane or not? No, he stays out as well. Their tires must be in puncture territorium because they're both pitting. Tiger Gamer takes the lead.
It looks like the Alfa Romeo Flav actually did have a rear left puncture.
Oh, they
going
did?
Into the pit lane. Only on 14 lap old hards with a puncture in the back.
That is very interesting, but now let's see who takes. I think Chocolate will come out ahead because the pit limiter will be activated right now, so they can go full throttle right now. In the background you see Williams and a McLaren of Lani and Excellence are fighting. Comic will end up P5 in front of Vlov, because I think Vlov had that puncture you said, so he would be very slow into the pit box, and Comic will stays out on top. But this still could be crucial for Tiger Gamer and Soviet King. They could be getting a puncture any second now, but Chocolate will, as it stands, I mean, on track, will still get the win if Soviet King and Tiger Gamer are pitting right now, but I'm not sure if they will. They're losing a ton of time right now. 7 seconds of Soviet on fresh softs. Yes, he will lose a ton of time.
Tiger only has to maintain a 13-second interval for the next 4 laps, and hoping he, 1, doesn't run out of fuel, and 2, doesn't have a puncture. But is it possible he's going to be able to take these 15-lap-old mediums to the end?
That is going to be one heck of a tire whisperer. Yeah, Jamie, they switched places because I think, Vlov had a rear left puncture, and with a rear left puncture you gain slower into the pit box, and Comic didn't go slower into the pit box. And he's going to lose positions actually to Vlov right now, so they will actually swap positions on track, and there's contact! And there's contact between Comic and Vlov. Comic closed the door a lot on Vlov, and Vlov spins around almost fully, but he half spins around, so he will keep P6, but that will definitely be looked at. Comic and Vlov make contact, and Vlov will keep it on track and not go into a barrier. That was incredibly close. That was incredibly close and pretty scary.
That was a risky bit of contact, but just to let the viewers know, Tiger has lost 4 seconds of pace in between himself and the soft runners behind him. So it looks like it's going to be a very, very close finish here. He's past the point where it's going to be viable for him to pit now, but he is still having quite a bit of pace at the front. He's got to keep up this time. He's losing about 3 to 4 seconds a lap to the soft runners behind him. Soviet's going to get overtaken any second here. And keep in mind, he still does have this penalty of 3 seconds from the track limits that he's got to keep up. So now it's only a 3-second, or 5-second interval in between himself and Chocolate behind. Chocolate actually looking for the overtake on the straight now. Didn't quite get DRS, but he is so much faster with these new softs.
Chocolate, he will gain massively as Comic as well gets a position of GEC, but he almost Soviet King knows it. Comic is so fast on those soft tires. He is so quick and only has to gain, you said 5 seconds? Let me look at the penalties.
He's now actually down to only 3.5 seconds.
Yeah, 3.5 seconds.
Himself and Tiger to make up a race win today.
Tiger is going to be struggling on those softs. I reckon Chocolate will still, gain to him and overtake him when the race ends. But this is going to be crucial for the win. But this is probably going to go Chocolate's way because look how fast Chocolate is. Already a gap of 4.2 seconds.
Now only 1.2 seconds separating himself in the win with 2 laps remaining in the session.
That is incredible. It is incredible as Comic is on his teammate right now. Also, as well on those 16 lap old mediums. He's screaming to him, get out of the way. I need these positions. As he will get DRS on the straight as Soviet King.
Chocolate is now within 3 seconds of Tiger Gamer and gaining 2.5 seconds separating. So Chocolate now actually does have P1 in this race with penalties included. If he can maintain this gap, he will run away with the race win today.
As GEC overtakes Soviet King. No surprise there because Soviet King is struggling on those 17. They have to be puncture territory. They have to be puncture territory. As we have a special announcement, Idiot breaks the record of penalties in a single race. But
18 seconds.
I look at this. This is insane. Chocolate is so quick compared to Tiger Gamer. I mean, that's obvious because look, the tire difference is insane. There's 1.5 laps remaining as around the outside Chocolate goes. Wait, he has so much more grip compared to Tiger Gamer and he's in the lead of the race. And there he goes into the distance. He will probably get out of touch of DRS on Tiger Gamer in a couple of corners because those tires are so bad. Are so bad in through corners, and Comic is already in that 1 second. I think he still gets that. Oh yeah, there goes Tiger. There goes Tiger. Does he have a puncture? He's going incredibly slow. I don't see a puncture.
I think Tiger is gonna. I think he's got a puncture on his front right tire.
On board with him now. It does look very odd, and he is.
Yeah,
he is
I think
incredibly
he's got a puncture
slow.
on that front right.
And we might have a puncture here. We might have a puncture on our hands. As he is losing time and time and time. But we entered the final lap of this incredible race. And yeah, it must be a front right puncture, but I don't quite see it. Maybe my graphics are too low for this. But this is a scene we're seeing here, but Chocolate, he is one of the cleanest out there with Jay Morris and Vlov. So Vlov will get on P4 on track, but he will get P3 or P2 even. Well, let me just see the gap to leader. Yeah, Comic has to gain about, I'm not sure actually. I'm not sure how much time Comic needs to gain, but it's all about this man right here, Chocolate. He is the fastest here in Qatar. He is going to go on the straight. He absolutely deserved it. He is the quickest. Chocolate wins the Qatar Grand Prix and Comic will follow behind him on track. Can Vlov get that position from P2? I know he cannot. Comic will gain. He will get P2. Comic gets P2. Vlov will get P3. GEC P4. J Morris P5. Soviet King has done incredibly on those 19 lap old mediums. Excellence. Wonderful stints by him. P7 and Robot Reaction P8. Lani P9. Tiger Gamer on those dead tires. Puncture P10. Idiot P11 and Emu P12. Idiot, you have broken the record, my friend. You are a record breaker. That was one heck of a race.
I think it might be time to hand out some driver of the day. What do you call them?
Votes or something? I don't
Votes?
know what you mean.
Maybe.
Who do you think of driver of the day?
Well, I've only got two that come to mind. You know, first one obviously being Chocolate, and second one actually Jay Morris coming in P5 after starting the sprint and the race in dead last, making up tons of positions here. So, do you have one more that you'd like to add?
I mean, I don't want to be biased, but Comic is cooking. I'm not saying he deserves my vote, but I think Jay Morris is one of those people. I mean, Chocolate, he started P10, or he started P2, I mean, but he is so fast. He's unreal how quick he is. I think Soviet King could be getting my vote because he started P15 as well, and he ended up P6. But I think Jay Morris gets my vote clearly. But
I think Jay Morris deserves the driver of the day
yeah,
here.
Jay Morris is driver of the day, 100% in my opinion. P17, dead last in both sprint and race, and he comes back like this. It's unreal without any
Maybe,
penalties. Without any penalties.
yeah, without any penalties. I think maybe we give the debut driver of the day to Soviet King as well, since it's his first race in the league, and he manages to make up, what was it, 9 positions from P15 to P6?
Yeah, in good
Yeah,
points. So I'm also very happy about that.
yeah. I don't think we can put comic in there.
No,
But
I'm not
I
putting
think,
comic in there.
yeah, I think our 3 driver of the day votes will go to Jay Morris, Soviet King, and Chocolate.
That is.
So make sure to cast your votes in the announcements whenever they come out.
Yeah. I mean, do you want to do post race interviews? Because I can't.
Um, yeah, I can do some post race interviews.
Okay. Then we'll get some post
If
race
you just want to
interviews.
leave the stream on,
Yeah, I'm
and
leaving the
we'll
stream
get
on.
to it.
Don't worry. Let's just
Yeah.
get into the voice chat then. Public voice
Yep.
chat.
Yep. Right.
Get into the public voice chat.
Nerd.
You know, nerd.
Time for the scrubs.
That was
Uh,
scrubs. That was scrub. Hey, with the same. Okay. Well, you do the questions because I'm hella
Jesus.
I know,
Okay, I
unprepped.
didn't see who got in here first, so we're gonna start off with Chocolate.
Chocolate, you there?
Yeah, hello.
There you
There
are.
you go.
Great race today, man. We didn't think you were gonna come into pit, but it seems like it was the better strategy to come into pit. Great race in total. You know, you made up 13 seconds in 5 laps to those runners in front of you. You must have been flying. How did that feel going into that final stint?
Uh, I had quite shit front tires, and I wanted to pit, but I did because I didn't know if I make it to the end, and yeah, it paid off quite a bit,
Yep,
and
I'd
yeah,
say so.
it was really good feeling race, and also a really nice battle with Comic.
Yeah, you picked up P3 in the sprint, I believe, as well. Or was it
No,
P2?
P2.
P2 in the sprint, starting second on the grid. 3 stop. That safety car must have bungled the strat a little bit. Were you planning on doing a 2 stop today?
Uh, yeah, because my mediums were like on like 35% after 6 laps, so
Yeah.
wasn't too good tire wear, but
Yeah. Well, I
uh,
mean, historic level drive today. We've got a quite a grid for the post race interviews today, so I'm going to move on quite
yep,
quickly. But thank you for coming
okay,
out for the post race interview. Congrats on the win today, and we can't wait to see what you do next week in Spain. Good job,
yeah,
buddy.
thank you.
We,
Good night.
yeah, good night,
Good
man.
night.
We'll move on to Emu now.
Yep, hello.
Papaya
Emu.
man.
I'm not feeling papayas today.
No, I mean, it's just unlucky, man. Going into that safety car restart, you were in the top 10, and then it seemed like you might have had some front end damage with a collision with G Easy in front of you. Was that what happened?
Yeah, honestly, I think it's impossible to not get damage under these safety cars. The safety cars drive so slowly, they should drive faster. And also the people, I'm not telling that they don't know how to drive under a safety car, but you can't go full throttle and then brake. I've seen K5 M5 in front of me. I think he got damage also. So that was just total chaos, and maybe learn something how to drive under a safety car when you're leading a race, because you can go full throttle and then brake. There, in my opinion, it's just the same issue as happened in Tuscan GP 2020 with Russell.
Yeah, I understand. The safety car restarts have been quite slow in the last couple of weeks, but you know what? You still finished in the points. I think you brought home P12 today, so that's 1 point for the Papaya Army. We actually had our debut D2 driver, Lonnie, came in I think P9 at the end of the race, so some decent points brought home this weekend. Um, the sprint, you looked like you were on a roll. You actually made up a position in the first opening laps. How did that race feel for you?
Yeah, the sprint was kind of a realization that I'm a big time of the pace of the other drivers and I'm gonna struggle in the race. Of course, I never came to that because I crashed under a safety car, but even in the race, it showed that I'm just midfield pace and there's no challenging for the podium whatsoever. Even when I was fighting in the race on lap 1 and I losing the DRS when it wasn't even turned on. It was amazing feel to move up the 2 places after the penalties, I think to Ediat and Gize. So P4 was a nice feeling, but yeah, only 1 point in the race. It's not the best.
Yeah, well, don't get your head down too much. You're still a great driver, really good pace, really fast. And you know what? This Qatar Grand Prix, you actually crossed.
Oh,
Hmm?
and Husky's internet died.
Ah, are you serious?
Oh, he's back.
Ah,
What?
you back?
Husky, you
Your
back?
your
Your
internet kind of
internet
killed
died.
himself.
Your
My
internet died for a bit. Yeah.
Oh, fantastic.
Okay, okay,
Can you
Well, I was
repeat
continue,
that?
continue.
I, I said, well, you know what? This Grand Prix, the Qatar ended up way better than last season because you actually got to cross the finish line at the end of the race. But I
Okay,
was gonna
fuck
I was
you.
gonna end it off on that. All right, I love you, my man. I'll see you next.
I hate you too. Goodbye.
Bye. All right, we'll move on to Idiot now.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hey, Idiot. So, how does it feel to be a record holder with the most track limits
I
penalties
mean,
in a race?
what can I say? I mean, it was all intentional. No, but technically, if you count my sprint race and my race, I've got 21 seconds of penalties. I think I deserve driver of the week for that. But
Driver of the year.
oh, exactly.
Maybe
Still,
a
I was top
promotion
10.
to viewer instead of D2
Yeah.
right driver.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
I'm just messing. I'm just messing, man.
18 seconds worth of penalties and still top 10. I mean, what can I say?
Well, I mean, it seems like it got a little bit dicey with overtakes and driving in a pack with you. So, how did it feel driving down? I think it was lap 6, and you and Excellence were side by side with each other, fighting with Emu, I believe. What was the mindset going into that battle? Because it seemed like
Well,
you kind of dropped off a bit from the rest of the pack during that.
well, me when I'm like clean, like when there's no one in front of me and I've got clean air, I can actually do my lines and I know when to brake and stuff. And when I'm side by side and there's people in front of me, I get like cautious. But because I know I've got to be cautious, I get even more cautious than I'm supposed to be. And then there's some corners where I do like brake too early or like I accelerate too early, and then I just ended up losing the pack. But I was on I think it lap 6. Yeah, I'm started on mediums, but I think I went into a bit of gravel. I think it was lap 3. I went a bit wide,
Yeah.
and I got gravel in my tire and stuff. So the tire weren't feeling too great. Apart from like afterwards, like to that anyway. So I was just kind of like holding on to like DRS, but obviously ended up losing out to it. But yeah,
Yep, not bad overall.
I mean, yeah, I mean I knew. Like literally, as soon as I pit, the safety car happened. I was like, why? But then, and then I knew what my strategy was going to be after that safety car. So I waited until lap 22, went onto softs, and I just when I went into the softs because I knew my penalties, I knew there was no coming back from that. So I was just like trying to cut past people as fast as I can, fly through people, and then gain some time on people to make sure I still got some points, which
Right.
happened in the end. I don't know if I got the fastest lap or someone took it off
Yeah,
me.
you did. You brought home a 122.6, and you were in the top 12, so you will be bringing home an extra point for the fastest lap. But finishing P11 with the extra point, it'll
I
bring
think it was
home
yeah,
quite a few
yeah,
points.
yeah.
So, yeah, you and Excellence did put on a pretty good drive today, both getting in the points, but got to keep it a little bit short. Move on to some other interviewees. So, I'd like to thank you for coming out for the post-race interview. Can't wait to
Yeah,
see
no
what
worries.
you do next week in Spain. So,
Yeah,
yeah,
no
have a
more
good one, man.
penalties. Yeah, no more
Yeah.
penalties.
Maybe a new record. But anyways, we will move on to Soviet King now. I think he's been waiting.
Yeah, hey man.
Hey, man. How's it going?
Not too bad. That was a fucking tough race.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. You managed to end the race in P6, but you were on those mediums as well with wait, were you coming did you come into pit for softs as well, or were you on the mediums?
No, just a safety car pitting. So I was
Okay.
on one stop. So
Oh.
19 laps on the mediums.
Oh my. That's well, to come home in P6 from that, you know,
Well, it was
actually,
either come home in P6 with that or be lower and finish on the softs.
yeah, you know, the other person that decided not to come in and pit for softs was Tiger Gamer, who you were actually behind for the majority of the final stint until the last couple of laps when he fell down to P10. So knowing you were on actually older tires than him and behind, how did it like? How did you end up finishing ahead of him?
I believe that was the Haas, right? That is in the
Correct.
Haas.
Yes.
Yeah, I think he had an issue on the second last or last lap. I saw him go way wide. I don't know if it was a puncture or if he had low
I think he
fuel or
had
something.
4 punctures
Oh,
coming
that
across the
explains
line.
that.
Yeah.
Something definitely went wrong there. So I don't know. Maybe a bit of luck, but the rear tires were fine, so I could still get pretty good grip out of the corners.
Yeah. Well, I
Trying
mean,
to avoid the curbs. With the front wheel.
overall, really good performance in your debut league race here in HDR.
Yeah, thank you.
Congrats on a nomination for driver of the day as well.
Thank you.
But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and move on to our next interviewee. Thanks you for coming out, and can't wait to see you next week.
Awesome, thank you.
And lastly but not leastly, we have Flav.
Hello.
How's it going, man?
Not too good.
Yeah, we saw a bit of contact between you and Comic midway through the race. But you know what? You still brought home a podium today. Kept it clean with no penalties. Do you think that there will be some sort of after action between you and Comic?
Well, like penalties or what?
Correct.
Yes.
So there was what 4.7 seconds separating you two. So if that does get deemed in your favor, you might actually be up to pick up P2 instead. But yeah, coming into the last 6 laps of the race, you decided to pit for a brand new set of softs. What was the strategy call going into that? Because I thought you were going to be able to make it to the end on the hards.
It was probably gonna be like 90-something% if it didn't get a puncture, so
Oh,
it was just
wow.
there at the box.
Well, I was way off because I thought those 13 lap old hards would be able to make it to the end. But yeah, anyway, not a bad drive. Is there anything that you want to point out from the race, or?
Oh, I mean, the race one was there, but I just got into a stupid accident, so.
Yeah, that's fair enough. But yeah, thank you for coming out to the post-race interviews. Can't wait to see what you do next week in Spain, man.
Yeah,
Yep. All right. Have a good one, man.
see ya.
See you.
Yeah,
Is he there?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, I'm here.
All right.
Damn.
That will conclude the Qatar Grand Prix for our Division 2 here in HDR. So, do you want to go ahead and sign us off?
Yeah, thank y'all for tuning in the race. I want to personally thank you, Hassie, for the most beautiful karaoke I've had out since my time here casting. I mean, should be able to do some more in future streams. So yeah, that was quite fun. I wish y'all had y'all. Oh my god, I feel like a miracle. I wish you guys
Hey,
had
that's my lingo.
wish you guys had a wonderful time seeing the stream, and I will, not I, but probably Emu or someone else will see you again tomorrow for Division 1
I'll be
here
there.
in Qatar. Are you here?
I'll be there.
Okay,
Yeah.
so Husky will see you there. And
Yeah,
I
I'll
will
see you guys
probably
tomorrow.
see you next week. So, goodbye.
All right. See you guys.